Zoomlion Foundation has a 5-member board. The chair of our board is Dr. Rosemary Sakutin. She is the Executive Director of Abantu for Development. We also have Mrs. Florence Labi, who is the Managing Director of Zoomlion Ghana Limited. Mr. Ishmael Jekumhine is also a board member. He is also the Executive Director of KITE. Then we also have Mr. Fred Amwa, who is also a board member of Zoomlion Foundation. Then I'm also part of the board. My name is Sarah Che, the National Coordinator of Zoomlion Foundation.
We at Zoomlion Foundation have a vision of creating an environmental consciousness among boys, girls, women and men in this country. And this is actually in line with protocols and conventions that we have signed on to as a country at the international level, and also that we have translated into national policies under the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology and Innovation, and also the Environmental Protection Agency. The Jospon Group of Companies is really the umbrella organization that has the Zoomlion Company as well as the Zoomlion Foundation. And under the Zoomlion Foundation, we are expecting that all the companies that come under the Jospon Group of Companies will buy into this vision of having a corporate social responsibility that underlines the vision of promoting sound environmental practices among all citizens in this country.
Zoomlion in the year 2006, out of the situation that the country was facing in terms of waste management, was born out with the passion of helping society. And what Zoomlion came to do was to ensure that there was enhancements into the waste management sector, the value chain of collection, transporting and treatment. To date, Zoomlion have achieved tremendous impact in that direction.
In fact, since our inception, we've given sponsorship to the tune of 10 million Ghana cedis. We believe in giving back to society. We give sponsorship in 3 main thematic areas, namely environmental sanitation management, educational support, and healthcare support. In the year 2016 alone, we've supported individuals with very serious ailments, and we've also provided educational support. We've also given donations to some organizations and institutions. We gave a 24-seater bus to Drug and Alcohol Abuse Rehabilitation Center. The cost of the bus is $25,000. It's one of our subsidiaries, Return Bus, that donated the bus through us to this NGO.
We hand this key to you in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
We say God bless you, Dr. Joseph Kamsey, upon your family, and Zoomlion, this one group of companies, Return, Plant Pool. We say God bless you. Thank you for this kind gesture.
We supported Adams, who is a 10-year-old. Adams had a head injury, and we supported Adams to undergo a neurosurgery. We supported Andy Lord of Pentecost University College to undergo a cornea transplant surgery in India.
My doctor told me I'm supposed to go for another cornea transplant for my left eye. And because of the risk involved, you're not able to do it here in Ghana unless I go to India for that transplant. I thank the executive chairman of Zoomlion Ghana, Dr. Sianwe Japan, and the board of directors of Zoomlion Foundation, and the entire staff of Zoomlion for their support. What I would say is God bless them all.
Then also we supported Oscar Miriku, who had a hole in heart, to undergo a surgery. A sponsorship that we gave him was 10,000 Ghana cedis.
When we give birth to Oscar Miriku, 1 year later, he fell sick and we sent him to 37 Military Hospital. Later, before doctors told us that Oscar had hole in heart, so he might need an operation. So they transferred us to Kolebu Teaching Hospital 2 weeks later, Zoomlion called us and they issued a check, 10,000 Ghana cedi to us. So I and my family are here to thank Zoomlion Foundation for a great thing they did for us. What we say is that Zoomlion, may God bless you.
My name is Oscar Miriku. I am 9 years. I'm in class 3. The name of my school is Brooklyn Hill School. I can eat well and I can walk well now.
We also supported Grace Abapenyi, who had a tumor on the mouth, and now the tumor has been removed, and Abba can now go about freely with and lead a normal life.
After we had moved from one doctor to the other and finally referred to Kolebu, we realized we were financially handicapped. One day, one of my children who attends Compassion International was not well and was at home. They then decided to pay him a visit, upon which they saw the plight of my daughter. They were touched and decided to offer some help. As they led the way, we came into contact with Zoomlion Foundation, and that has led to the successful surgery on our daughter. First of all, I am grateful to the Reverend Minister of the Methodist Church in Apa. Secondly, to Compassion International, that by the grace of God, they took the matter up and led the way through this success story. Thirdly, to Zoomlion Foundation for the financial support they offered. Had it not been for them, we would never have known what the end would be. We thank them very much.
We've also supported one Sylvia Champon. We gave her 34,000 to undergo a hip surgery. So we are doing a lot when it comes to CSR.
Then the third aspect of our work is in relation to supporting needy but talented young people who are in educational institutions in terms of providing them with support for their education, paying their school fees, creating opportunities for them to enhance their knowledge on issues, particularly with regard to environmental issues. And this really is important because I think that the next generation is the future of this country. And to the extent that they have access to good education, the fact that they are able to access relevant resources to enhance their knowledge of issues is really what will move this country forward. We want to see a country where the next generation really embraces the whole issue of environmental sustainability. And I think this is critical when we think about climate change and we think about the ways in which we need to change certain practices of waste disposal. Then it does make sense for us to have this vision. And we are confident that given the commitment of all the people that we work with, our stakeholders, the institutions, the young people, and the Zoom Kids Clubs, we are very confident that this vision will be realized in the years to come.
In fact, when we give and we see the smiles on the faces of our beneficiaries, that alone tells us that people are happy with our giving, and by our own way of giving, we are also contributing to the sustainable development of our nation, Ghana.
May you start the best people on the awards in Jesus' name for such a kind donation. God bless you.